Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So today I have another video for you guys, and it is about the challenges that I have faced being a male nurse within the UK. So let's start off with the first point, which a lot of people would maybe expect. But actually, as you'll see, I haven't had much experience of it, and that is the male nurse stereotype. So you may have seen stereotypes of male nurses being gay or feminine. Number one, the first point I want to say to that, it doesn't matter if you are gay or feminine, straight, gay, feminine, whatever, it's 2024, it does not matter. But in regards to that, I've had one example, and that is a patient that was on one of my wards. I was just doing his medications, and he said to me, "Why are you doing nursing? Are you a bit then?" So, and I don't know what he meant by that. I don't really care. But I just said to him, that doesn't matter. I'm here to look after you. If you've got any questions or concerns about your treatment, please let me know. But I'm not willing to kind of discuss that. And he was fine with that. Maybe a bit taken back, but that's fine. But that's my only experience with that male nurse kind of stereotypes. Yeah. I think with 2024, it does not matter either way. But I think it's important to show that I haven't seen it basically in my whole career, and again I've seen nurses who are kind of all types. So yeah. Second kind of challenge has been definitely the work-life balance. So I was 21 when I qualified as a nurse. I thought, why not go to the deep end, go straight to a London trust, which was amazing. It was really good fun. But straight away, it's making sure that you really do value your work-life balance. So I used to end up staying quite late, doing my notes really, really late. And just, yeah, it wasn't great. But a way I managed to kind of overcome this, and with support from management, was actually writing a list of what you want to do and tasks you want to do in the day, for example, medications, observations, etc., and ensuring that they are all kind of completed. Obviously, there's things that will come up. You might have a few poorly patients, and that's a bit different, but that's nursing, and everyone understands that happens. And that's kind of how I resolved kind of being a ward staff nurse scenario, just making sure you have a list of tasks to kind of do. The next point on that is when I was ward manager, again, I kind of have a habit of this. I went straight in, so I was 24, went straight in and was just working so many hours. And that's not healthy, which I learned quite quickly. So I think it's really important to make sure you are taking your breaks. I know it's quite easy for me to just say, yeah, no, you need to take your breaks. And you might say to me, oh, well, it's really hard, but I can't stress the importance of it. You need time for yourself. And then also about kind of, I think as a ward manager, I wasn't working the most effectively at the beginning. And that's quite hard to admit. But I wasn't, I was doing everyone's appraisals. I was, even going out on the wards, still being kind of the nurse in charge, acting like that, and really supporting the staff on the wards, which is fine and good to support staff on the wards. But a huge part of that I needed to learn, which I did learn in the end, was delegation. So that might be delegating the health roster or the appraisals to your band 6 nurses. Therefore, obviously, this relieves some of my time and is more effective for work-life balance, but it also helps and develops the career of your band 6 nurses on the ward. So I'd really, delegation is something that I learned from that experience. And the third kind of challenge is confidence. As I said kind of earlier, I was 21, straight into kind of nursing world, and it's really gaining that confidence to, you know, to challenge staff, which, you know, I did learn in the end, and obviously I would challenge anything at any time if it meant compromising patient safety. But it's stuff like, so you have your ward of patients. So when I was 21, had my ward of patients, had a supportive healthcare assistant with me who is very experienced, and it's making sure that, you know, you have a pin at the end of the day. So you need to make sure that you are in your bay going, this needs to be done, this needs to be done, this needs to be done, and I will support you with this. You can't let anyone else lead you who's not in charge of the bay. You need to kind of lead that bay essentially, and also value your healthcare assistants. They are the backbone of the NHS, so it's important that we value them and take care of them as well as they do to us. Certainly in my time, healthcare assistants have been so supportive to me, and I wouldn't be where I am today without them. So yeah, that's another one. And how I kind of overcome confidence is kind of learning the trade, learning what other people are doing, learning the expectation of myself. I think at the beginning I was a bit weak. I found it tough. I kind of was a bit laid back, which I think's not the best. I think you need to go in there and you need to lead and manage your team. Yeah, so I think that's kind of it for the challenge. I'm sure there's been many more, but if you want me to kind of talk a bit more about my challenges and anything that I faced, feel free to comment in the box down below. Thanks guys, see you later.